Welcome to the Business Awareness Hour with Lisa and the Music Man. Live from Studio C, here at Media Stations in Bohemia, New York.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Business Awareness Hour. My name is Norman Wasserman, also known as the Music Man. And Linda Grace Farley is speaking to us from beautiful Florida, where it's nice and warm, and we're here in New York freezing our butts off because it is really, really cold. Really, really
And
cold.
it's not that warm down here, Norm. I'm wearing thank God I still
Turtleneck.
kept some of my winter sweaters here because it got down to 40 last night, and it's a chilly 40 when you're used to having 70s and above. When it gets down to 40s, you start bringing out your flannel pajamas and your sweats and your sweaters.
I'll tell you just a little story. Back when my kids were real small, we had taken a trip during Christmas to Mexico, and we're gonna have a vacation. So we land and we get off the plane, and it's sunny and beautiful, and it's like 84, 85 degrees, and we can't wait to get to the hotel and throw on our bathing suits and do what we're going to do. And we did that. And then the next day we woke up, it was 35 degrees.
In Mexico.
In Mexico.
Who knew?
Not only was it 35 degrees, it stayed 35, 40 degrees for the next 2-3 days. We wound up going to the mall to get a jacket. To get jackets. And then it got hot again. Our guest tonight is stuck in traffic somewhere in Houston, Texas. One of his senior associates had given us a call saying that he's going to be here shortly. So we're going to give him a little while to go and talk, because I really don't want to miss this show tonight. It's all about IT security, and which is a really hot topic around the world. Today I was just watching a segment on the news about these senior people that are getting ripped off left and right. One person, $100,000. What was this person thinking about? Giving anybody $100,000. So, but this is what's going on in the world. Linda, what do you think?
Well, it's interesting you mentioned about the seniors, because I get a lot of that information as well. There's a lot of scams out there, and they play on the seniors' emotions, as in saying that their grandchild is in jail and needs money, or, multiple attempts. And, the senior citizens, they're naive in a lot of ways with technology. They're not aware of someone trying to take their life savings. So one of the things AARP is very good at giving us the latest and greatest, right, on how we should protect ourselves in many ways, right? So it's like what's that? Not carpe diem. With the buyer beware, right? I think everybody has to proceed with caution on anything, because there's a lot of unscrupulous people out there that want your money.
So there was a couple on that they were interviewing, and he got a phone call, and supposedly his grandkids are in Mexico, and there's a big problem and whatever, and he knew right away it was because his grandkids are not old enough to go to Mexico, so he knew right. Yeah. He was at least wise. He remembered how old his grandkids were, which is crazy. So. It's just nuts. But I really wanted to talk about this stuff this evening.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. That was a sneeze I tried to hold back.
No, go for it. You just let it go. It's just you and me. There's nobody else listening.
It's just you and me, babe.
Every week. Every week it's just you and me and a guest. Forget about the thousands of followers that tune in and watch. Well, now, I don't think we're holding on to anybody at the present time. If they're staying with us until we find out what's going on, that's great. We would appreciate that. But just in case, we're going to do this show again. It'll probably be sometime, it definitely will be in January or February, more towards February, because we're sold out in January. So that's it. That's all I got. So we're about 7 minutes and change into this evening's show. Unless you have anything to say, because I don't know where.
Well, let's talk about the weather up there. You got hit with the storm? How did you weather that storm coming up there? The Hudson Valley, I get feedback from the Hudson Valley in New York. They are flooded like crazy.
New
Did you get
Jersey, they just showed a thing on New Jersey on the news. Certain parts of New Jersey are just completely flooded. We got a tremendous amount of rain, but we had no. I didn't. I don't know of any flooding that we had. I don't know of any flooding. There was, but there was. I was on the road and I turned myself around because I had to go and a considerable distance and I wasn't putting myself. It wasn't worth it. So I turned around and just came home. So
We got a lot of rain over the past couple days, and I needed to. I had a meeting in Fleming Island last night, so I needed to go across some bridges. And when we were coming back home, that whole road was shut off. And the only thing I could think of is that from the wind and stuff like that, it may have come over onto the actual bridge,
right.
and they shut it off so that there wouldn't be any issues, potential issues with people, going into the side of the bridge and stuff because it's a stone bridge.
Well, we're
And
supposed to have another storm tomorrow.
oh, well, that's, oh my goodness.
So yeah, just so happy that it's not snow because
Hmm.
that would have been a real pain. So that takes care of the weather forecast for between Florida and New York. So
And how was your holidays?
always good when there's good food and good people and something to
Yeah.
drink. It's all good. We're having a little problem for Christmas Eve. My other half of the family, Nona Maria, she came down with the flu and she's like well into her 80s and not doing good with health and it's a little shaky. We canceled already, Christmas Eve. So unless there's a miraculous change, so that's
Hmm.
it. All right, I think I'm going to call it an evening. I'm sorry for all the followers that are listening in, but we will have this IT security show again, and it'll be within the next a month and a half. So we'll look forward to it. We'll be sending out notification about this, and I thank everybody. Any final words, Lynn?
Just whenever it's scheduled, it's a good thing
This is
to
the first
listen
time this
to,
has ever happened in 6.5 years. The
right?
first
But it
time.
would it's a good show to listen to because cybersecurity it's very, very important, if not more important now than it's ever been.
Maybe somebody
I'm not
hacked
sure.
him.
Maybe.
Maybe he got hacked.
You never know.
No, no,
But
no, no.
but yes, whenever it's rescheduled for, it's a must attend this meeting or this show
But we will be here on
because
Thursday evening at 7 o'clock.
yes.
We will. And we will
Hmm.
see everybody. We have a very interesting show on Thursday, but that will be here, all confirmed and everything else. And this show was confirmed as well, which we always do, but something must have happened. So I wish everybody a good couple of days, and we will see you on Thursday evening and the Business
Okay.
Awareness Hour. Thank you,
I'm looking
everybody.
forward to it. Yep. Bye bye.
The Business Awareness Hour with Lisa and the Music Man is brought to you by Media Stations in Bohemia, New York. Create your own media and have your own station. That's Media Stations in Bohemia, New York. 516-448-2066 or visit mediastationsinc.com.